people make a lot of assumptions when they're starting a new business, a lot of them negative, but today I'm going to share with you the positive things that you should absolutely assume going into your new business so that you can ensure that you will be successful. Hey, this is Amy Walker, and thank you so much for watching my channel. I am a small business strategist, a speaker, an author, and I'm excited that you're here today. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can get notified every time we release new content every Monday through Friday. So today we are talking about what assumptions you should make as a new business owner and as a new entrepreneur. I remember when I was launching my company 7 years ago, I had a bunch of little kids running around the house, and my almost 2-year-old decided it would be super fun to jump on my laptop to close it, and there was a truck in between the keyboard and the screen. And so my screen got shattered, and I went to go get it repaired, and the guy at the repair shop was asking questions about what I do. And this was the response I got: ooh, business consulting, that's so risky, isn't it? Like, I hear a lot of people don't even make any money for a couple years. You know, make sure you're being careful. And he had all these assumptions that business was going to be hard, that it was going to be a challenge, that it was going to probably fail. And I think those types of assumptions get whispered to us from friends and family, from coworkers, from our former job, from our doubts and our fears. So I want to replace those assumptions with some positive assumptions that, to be honest, if you will come into your business with these assumptions, you're going to be more successful more quickly, and I promise it's going to make an impact on your bottom line. So today I'm going to give you 5 assumptions that will help strengthen your business. All right, first thing is your primary role is sales. You need to assume that from the very beginning going into this. Your primary role and responsibility is sales. Now, that is not accepted by many people. I meet a lot of people who do a lot of work before jumping into sales. I think it's because they're scared. I think it's because they feel like sales isn't really their thing. They don't know where to get started. But the reality is they spend a lot of time preparing. They spend a lot of time getting ready. They spend a lot of time doing other things, getting their product developed and built. They spend time, doing marketing the product, which, let's be honest, marketing and sales are different. I hope you know that. If you don't, I just told you. Now you do. They'll spend time filing all their paperwork and getting themselves set up and organized and all of these different things. And they tell me, like, well, we're not ready to sell yet. We're not ready to sell yet. I'm like, dude, you're in business. Don't tell me you have a business if you're not out there proactively selling. That's the very first thing you've got to do in your business, is start acquiring clients. And you don't really have a business until you have a client. Can we just be honest? Until you're consistently selling, you don't have a business. So that is your number one primary responsibility. Now, I think sometimes I'm psychic and can hear your thoughts. Really, it's just I've talked to thousands of entrepreneurs and small business owners, and I know that the reality is you're not super excited about that role. You didn't start your business because you were so passionate about sales that you wanted a sales job. If that was the case, you'd be selling for somebody else. You started your business because you're passionate about your product or your service or your message, or you just wanted more freedom, but it's something else that you're passionate about. I get that. And you still have to learn how to sell. I did not feel like a natural at sales when I first got started, and I have learned to be really good at sales and to love the sales process. If you haven't gotten it yet, I do have a book called the I'm Not a Salesperson Sales Book, How to Sell Like a Natural Even If You're Not, and it's free. So I'm going to put a link in the comments. You're welcome to grab it. And it really takes you through mastering those initial sales skills. I do recommend that you get that in place, because that is your number one role. And the faster the faster I'm pleading with you that you will embrace that role, the faster you get to make money, the faster your business grows, the faster it becomes successful. Can I say this any more times or with any more inflections? Your primary role, sales. All right, assumption number 2 is you need to get cash flowing through your business as quickly as possible. Now, that might mean sales. That might be your strategy for getting cash flowing through your business is sales. It might also be that you are looking to bring on a business loan, that you're looking to bring on investors, that you're looking on to bring on equity partners. There's different ways to get cash flowing through your business, but your business needs cash moving through it. Now, is there a right or a wrong way to start your business? It honestly depends on what your business is and what your intentions for the business are. If you're looking to build a business that's kind of like my business, where it's really a lifestyle business and you're wanting to create a comfortable income for yourself and your family, that's the primary objective, you probably can fund that through sales and sales alone. But if you're looking to build something that is like a multi-million or billion-dollar business that you see growing really much farther than you, and in fact, I would say if you see it as anything over like a $2 million a year business, I would recommend that you are probably going to need some more additional cash moving through. Now, some businesses are different than others. For example, if you're starting off an orthodontic practice or a dental practice or any kind of medical practice, you'll need a lot of equipment. You'll need staff from the very beginning. You'll need a building. You need a business loan from the very get-go. But there have been garage businesses that are hugely successful, multi-billion-dollar companies that started off with 2 guys doing some tech in their basement or their garage, and they brought in the investors when they were ready to scale. So it's up to you how you want to do that, but you do have to have cash moving through. Like a dry business is one with no choices and no impact. Third thing I want you to assume when you're starting your new business is that you will be hiring, and you will be hiring soon. The reason I think this should be an assumption for everybody is because too many business owners stay small because they're trying to do everything. There are some great ways to get help in your business. You can hire overseas virtual assistants in the Philippines. In fact, I'll link a video that I've made on how to do that. You can hire commission-only salespeople. You can hire independent contractors to produce for you in your business. You can hire out gigs through things like Upwork. But whatever you decide to do, I do want you to get help in your business in the non-income producing areas so that you can spend your time generating revenue for your business. That is the best use of your time. That's where you really want to be able to spend your precious hours. So plan on getting help with those other things that, yeah, they need to be done, but they're not making you any money. All right, the fourth thing I want you to assume is the unpopular one. Nobody likes this one, but it's just true. Plan to be overwhelmed for at least a year. In the beginning, I always tell my clients, remember that you're building something from nothing. It's like you got dropped off in a foreign country and you have to learn the culture, learn the language, learn the transportation system, get a job and survive, and you literally have nothing. That's the uphill battle when you start a business. You're building something from nothing and there's so much to do. You've got to build your marketing out. You've got to get your branding in place. You've got to get your collateral built, your website, your landing pages, your emails. You have to choose your systems. You have to start hiring. You have to build your culture. You've got to make sure your products are good and your delivery is good. You've got to get clients. There's so much to do. And I think that a lot of times entrepreneurs jump into it not understanding the scope of how much work there is, which, let's be honest, that's a gift. That's like us not understanding how hard parenting is before we have that cute little baby, because if we really knew, we might not choose to have that cute little baby, but they're there, we love them, so we deal, right? And it's a gift. So You jump into entrepreneurship not really fully understanding how much there is to do, and then you get in and it is very overwhelming. You have a lot to learn in a short period of time. And I do see entrepreneurs say, this is too much, it's too hard, it must not be for me because it's so overwhelming, and they opt out when they could have been successful. If you just understand that first year, I mean, I felt like a workhorse with my head down, plowing through the fields, and I didn't even come up for air for like 9 months. But when I did, I remember looking around like, oh my gosh, I have built a business. I have systems, I have team members, I have clients, I have consistent revenue, I have stuff coming in. And we finished that first year with over 6 figures in revenue, which, you know, for some industries is nothing, but for a consulting coaching industry, that's a great first year. And so it pays off if you'll be willing to go through the discomfort, if you'll be willing to go through the challenge of being overwhelmed. And here's my last piece of advice. Dig in and do it in 1 year, because some people repeat that first year of business 5 years in a row because they're not willing to dig in and do the hard thing. Just do it. I promise you will be grateful. The 5th thing I want all new business owners to assume is that you will always be learning. You will be a student from now until the end of time, because every time you grow, your growth will create new challenges that you have to find new solutions to. So you will be forever a student studying business. That means reading great books. That means attending relevant seminars and workshops. That means hiring consultants and coaches. That means purchasing courses and studying through the courses. Now, you shouldn't be the only person in your business. Everyone in your business should have a certain part of their job that is to learn new ways to do it better, and education is ongoing. So if I ever get to that point where I feel like I've got it, I've learned it all, oh, I'm in trouble. I need to make sure that I am always constantly learning, because guess what? Business is constantly evolving, and I want you to stay on top of your game with your business. So you've always got to be learning. So there you have it, 5 things an entrepreneur must assume when they are starting their business. I would love to hear from you in the comments which one rings the most true for you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, share this with any other entrepreneurs in your tribe. And if you would like to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, I have a private Facebook group. You can come on over and join. It's a great place to get connected with other entrepreneurs, ask your questions, and stay plugged in. It's called the CEO Spot, and I would love to see you over there. And I think that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.